Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where last episode we set up a buffer state of Arados between us, Parthia, and Armenia up here. So that's all wonderful. We do see that the Ptolemaic revolt is down over here. We're not involved in this war, and I don't think we're going to be involved in the war, unfortunately. So for now... Oh wow, there's a lot down over here as well. I would love to get involved in this war, Ptolemaic Kingdom. Can we do that? I don't think there's any way to do this. Unfortunately, we can't intervene in the war. Not that I think we'd want to. We would need to be invited to join this war. We'll see if they do. But for now, we don't really have a way to force that to happen, unfortunately. So there's apparently a civil war threshold here. I'm not convinced that that's actually true. The main problem would be Gideon. That's this guy. He's at 0 loyalty. Okay, what's he angry about? Outraged family, outraged aristocrat, scorned family, rival of ruler, power base of supporters, pretender, power base in country. Okay, we are not going to do anything about this guy. That's very clear. We're going to have to target someone else. Yona, this guy. What's he upset about? Arrogant, friend of rival of ruler, stubborn, power base in country. This is much more doable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this guy, actually, and we are going to... let's see. This guy. We're going to remove rival. That's going to cost us 30 political influence, but that's going to bring this guy up to 33 loyalty. Now, we cannot bribe him because he's honest. He's also near death at this moment. So that's noted. Now, if we were to tick forward, this is going to continue, but what else can we do here? Power base and country, arrogant and stubborn. So those traits we can't do anything about. We could simply try to make friends with him. I'm not sure that's worth doing. He is near death. He's 70 years old. I'm going to give him free hands because how much corruption is he going to build up before he dies? Right? So that's the idea there. We're going to tick it a day, which will bring us actually a year tick, and that will give us enough money to build a farming settlement. So we're going to get going on that. Looks great. So the Ptolemaics are heading up over here. A meeting of minds, huh? Very rude on this plot. We could put ourselves into debt here. I would prefer not to do this. I'm just going to say troubling. It's fine for now. So, this guy died, as expected. Wonderful. So now we can put somebody in here. Monthly military experience. Okay. So we'd like to put in a scorned family member here. Wow, they suck at this job. Okay. They're skill 2. The only people who can be from this family are skill 2. So that is not ideal, but I'm still going to do it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to do it. It will build us up some amount of monthly military experience. It's not great, but it'll have to do. So that's fine for now. And the question is, when are we going to want to go to war, and with whom? Well, I think the answer is we're going to want to start expanding down into, like, Yamnat down here. They are 949, so they are, in terms of pop count, actually a little above us. So it'll be interesting trying to fight them. But I think that will be, indeed, our target. So for the time being... Okay, this guy's wounded. Oh, no. Anyway, that's all fine. For the time being, I'm sad that we weren't able to participate in this, but there's nothing we could do about it. If they had brought us in, we absolutely would have taken these territories for our own from the Ptolemaics, but they didn't call us in. And we'll see, this is actually a civil war, isn't it? Because they're taking the territory. As they grab this territory, they're not occupying it. So this is actually a civil war. This guy would become brain damaged? Oh no! The horror! The guy that we don't like. How inconvenient. We're going to continue feasting. He dies. Beautiful. So we now can assign somebody here. And I would definitely like to do so. We have a scorned family. I would prefer not to assign somebody way down here. These guys are also terrible at zeal. Okay, well, here we are. It's not ideal, but it'll have to do. The Sabbath sacrifice, huh? I don't feel like we need stability. And I don't want to spend gold on it. So this is fine. We get another farming settlement completed. That's wonderful. And I wouldn't mind attacking, like, these guys as a hypothetical. Yeah, we don't have a CB on them. Can we fabricate a claim on them? Yes. I would prefer to attack Tasm over attacking Yemnot, actually. These guys are... They're not terribly scary, but they're a little bit over us in power, and I would rather consolidate power out this direction first, taking over these little areas, maybe going into Gera, and then attacking Yamnat, taking over some of these areas down here, and then potentially making our way into Persia or Egypt, depending on what it looks like at that time. That would be the overall medium-term plan at this moment. Now, we just got 20 political influence. So to that end, I want to immediately begin fabricating a claim out here. We can't fabricate a claim because we're not adjacent. Okay, what about taking Shari? So in order to do this, we would need 500 manpower, which we have, and we need 7 pops and at least 50% of them to be Hebrew culture. So we need at least 4 of these to be Hebrew culture. So if we view the pop info here, we can see that none of these are currently Hebrew culture. Okay. And we can't bring in any. Noted. We're not having any religious conversion here because it's 100% Israelite, but we are having a cultural conversion. This will finish in 521. That's a very long ways out. So that is definitely noted. I'm wondering about potentially colonizing down this way. Both of these are Hebrew. Yes, we could do this. So we would need to bring in some Hebrew pops here. This would be 1 Hebrew pop here. And then we'd need to bring in, from this point, we have 4. So we need to bring in 3. Something like that. Now we can colonize one of these locations. Done. So that'll get going, and then we would like to colonize here. So we're going to need to move an additional pop in here. I would like this to be an Israelite and Hebrew. So there we go. That'll be fine. And now we can colonize here as well. So that'll allow us to fill in some of this space anyway. And that's fine. And this here is uninhabitable. So this can never be colonized throughout here. This is also uninhabitable up this way. These are uninhabitable, as are these. But this is not. Okay. So that's definitely noted. Colonization over here is going to be complicated. So that means that we don't really have a way to get to Tazim. So that pretty much means our only option is to try to carve up Yemnat. We're not going to be able to take them fully over. That's for sure. They have Kinda as a subject. They're currently at war with Socotra. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's begin working on fabricating on them. And this would probably be the province of... Actually, Arabia Felix Occidentalis would be what we'd want at 121 pops. So we're going to get going on that. That'll take some time, and that is absolutely understood. Oh wow, the Ptolemaics are struggling out over here. Okay, well we just had a civic advance, and we have a wife required for our primary heir. Yeah, that's true. We should probably do something about that. So, let's see. What age are you? 67? What age is this guy? He is 25. We should probably try to find somebody who's a little younger than this. So, let's sort by age, and let's go right on down. The youngest available is 37. Wow. Okay. 150 gold for that? Sure, but I'm not happy about it. And we can grab ourselves an invention here. This is going to be encouragement of migration to boost up our national population growth. Now, these aren't very much for national population growth boosts, but they're still very, very good. So that'll be fine for now. And let's see what event we get as we work on coming out of this debt. Okay, so no event this month. It'll be another roughly it'll be 4 months before we come out of debt here. So that is understood. We're probably going to get an event, and the question is which one? No debt event this month. That's nice. I would prefer not to get one at all. That would be ideal. Because, I mean, if they did, like, neglect research, that would be pretty bad for us. We would definitely not like that. But we're only about 2 months away from coming out of debt here. So let's see if we get one here. No. Remarkable. Okay. Our debt is definitely getting paid off nicely. I like it. Do we get one on the year tick? The answer is no. Okay, we got lucky. I like it. So we're going to be coming out of debt here, so no more issue on that. Now, we're going to have to walk forces all the way down here, and that is definitely going to take some time. We're going to have to siege here. Barbarians have risen in the Arabian Desert. Okay, so I'm going to raise up all of our levies here, which seems like an extreme overreaction to barbarians. I get it. But we're going to move all of these forces down this direction, and we're going to move these guys up. Actually, I'm going to keep them here. But we need to get moving all of these levies down this way. So that'll be fine. They're going to do some damaging to our civilization levels out here, and that's understood. It's very rude of them, but whatever. Okay, so these guys are going to make their way down, and they're just going to park here for now. This guy died. That's understood. So we are going to assign a new guy here, and I want, ideally, someone who's rather skilled to reduce our aggressive expansion that little bit faster. He'll need to rank up, but that's fine. We're going down very slowly in our AE right now, but for the moment, this will work. So we're going to be involved in a rather large war with Yemnat. If we can carve into them, though, this would be great. I'd like to, like, flip around Kinda and make them be our vassal, and then take a bunch of territory up over here. Peculating official, huh? 149 gold would be pretty good. And this guy would get fired? Actually, I'm going to take the tyranny and the 300 gold here. And we imprison him. Beautiful. So now we can grab the, say, build cost and build time reduction. That'll be fine. And we need a new Rob Erekut, and that is going to be this gentleman right here. Sounds good. Now, of course, we can build a number of farming settlements. And so we're going to do exactly that. We're going to get 2 of those going. Okay. So we're heading down with our forces here in preparation for our war. And we're just kind of using these barbarians as an excuse for that. We're at 50% now for our diplomacy. So that is understood. I'm going to move these guys up over here. Looks like this was automatically taken back. Okay, sounds good. They're not making any progress here, of course. And I want these 2 units to be heading down to here. We don't really need 18k to take this on, but it looks like we're going to have some extra time here. This is going to be done in 1 April, so a little under a year, and that's fine. Cool. So we lost 0 troops for that, and we're just going to head on down. Absolutely wonderful. So over we head here. We've got about another, what, 6 months until this is done? Yeah, right about 6 months. That'll be fine. Our farming settlement here has been built, and the question is, how are the Ptolemaics doing in this Ptolemaic revolt? It kind of looks like poorly, to be honest. just kind of sitting around up here not doing much. I don't know why they didn't call us into this. But they didn't, so there's nothing we can do about it. These guys are apparently taking attrition here. They're down to 4.9k. Okay, I'm not sure why that's happening. It really doesn't feel like it should be. I want to walk these guys off past this fort. And we're going to do something like this. These forces are going to siege this fort while these guys bypass it and come down over here with their target being right here. Our citizens are euphoric and gave us a bunch of gold. I like it. And we're just going to come park in Kama for right now. That, of course, means that we can get ourselves... Ooh, we can build a mine. And we're going to build that in camera. That is one of the new locations that we just colonized. So we'll definitely get a mine going there. That sounds great. So we've got 4 constructions ongoing simultaneously at this point. That feels really, really good. Where are you going? You shouldn't be going there. I only want you to be going here to Kama. I guess I accidentally selected these guys. It's fine. We've got some extra time here anyway, so it sounds good. What is the supply limit down here? Yeah, that's going to be... Really? Barbarians up here? Very rude. I'm going to send these guys to do something about it. Actually, the barbarians are heading up this way. Never mind. We're going to send them right in over here. Beautiful. So no problem there. They should get taken care of by the Ptolemaics. So that all seems great. And at this point, I want to declare this war fairly soon. The question is, how quickly can they get up here? Well, they're still in their war with Socotra. So I'm expecting that they're kind of weakened and going to be pulled in multiple directions here. That's the overall concept. So we're going to declare this as soon as we have our claim fabricated, which is going to be next month. Sounds great. Okay, just waiting on that to finish here. There we go. So we have a claim. We're going to immediately declare this war. We'll call in Arados. I'm not going to call in the Ptolemaics. They wouldn't come anyway because they're in civil war. It doesn't matter. So Arabia Felix Occidentalis is our war goal. So that is this down here. Noted. We're going to come in and attack here while these guys come in and lay siege here. Perfect. So this will be fine for now. We're going to take this over, and then we're going to hit this fort. And hopefully by the time that's done, this will be over. So we're not interested in taking anything down over here. Looks like Socotra is in Aramata. Okay. And yeah. So did these guys end their war? No. No, they did not. Not yet, anyway. So we're going to head up here. And we probably don't need this force to be fully together. The main risk is that they actually bring up a sizable force. We're locked in movement right now. I do want to split this force. So we're going to send them down here so that we can get access to ticking war score. This is our war goal. So for now, that's what we're going to look to do. We're essentially having three armies of 9k is what our goal is here. I really do want to get this ticking war score, so that will be good. Heresy? Very rude. Okay, so getting this ticking war score would be great, and then we'll go for their capital after, but I'm not sure where their forces are, or how numerous they are. Huh. Well, that gives us the answer. We now know where their forces are and how numerous they are. We're going to be retreating here. And we know that we're going to have to keep this unit kind of together, at least for right now. We found their forces, and that is, of course, mildly rude. However, they're a little split up right now. That's certainly noted. We're retreating right here, so hopefully they're going to get there at about the same time our reinforcements do. Okay, they don't seem to want that. Okay, so our reinforcements are showing up here. However, our morale is very, very low. Their reinforcements are late. But their morale is a fair amount higher than ours. So we're going to retreat back up over this way. We need to keep our forces together then, and that is noted. Our morale is a fair amount lower than theirs, so that's good to know. So we're going to retreat up over this way, and for now, this is fine. We have similar numbers here, and we're just going to wrap up this siege, and we're going to push down. They've got ticking war score, so this is okay. But we definitely need to work on our troop morale. There's no doubt about that. The question is, do we want to hire mercs to help deal with this? Are there mercs anywhere nearby? We would have to go all the way up over here. Okay, that's noted. I think I am going to hire this unit of mercs. I'm not going to put them on unit reorg. I'm just going to move them down here. Hopefully by the time they get there, they will be a bit reorganized. And these guys are going to have to siege here to get past this fort. So that sounds good. So we're just going to park up here. We're going to be in unit reorg for right now. And this siege is continuing. So this is fine for right now. They kicked us out of this area. It was a calculated risk. We knew that that was a possibility, but we're going to enter unit reorg here. They're going to siege here, in theory. Yeah. That looks good. We're way ahead of them on this siege. Now, they are able to bypass up over this way, but our unit reorg is definitely helping out. They're locked into a Taba at this moment. And I'm going to let them be there. So there's another month of unit reorg. I'm going to now take these guys off of unit reorg, and we're going to come fight them in Ataba. We just finished this battle as well. Why are we thinking we're going to lose this? Well, their army has higher morale than ours, but we have a large reinforcement here, and in we go. This is not going to go well for them, despite the morale differential. They just don't have the troops to do this. Now, one thing I'm not really worried about. So our morale is maxing at 4.11. Theirs is also maxing at 4.11. Hang on. What's the morale differential then? We have the same morale differential. I mean, they have spearmen, slingers, horse archers, so they have different troop types than we're used to. But we'll easily win this battle. That will get us some additional morale. I'm grouping these together. I'm going to walk down here. Where are these guys retreating to? Oh, they're going this way. Sure, that's fine. So, I'm going to sit here until a month tick is going to occur. So when would we arrive here? 9 May? Yeah, this is good. So we're going to head in here. They're trying to leave. So apparently they think they're going to lose this. The game thinks they're going to win. I think it was probably a commander differential, actually. But yeah, I want to fight this here, for sure. Okay, yeah, we will imprison this guy. That seems okay. So we lack a commander here. We'll get that assigned later on. Cool. They don't have the troop count to actually be able to pull this off. So that sounds good. They're actually trying to bring in additional reinforcements here. It's not going to work. Like, that's definitely not going to work. Nice, we stack wiped that. That's a very big deal. Now we're going to come down over this way. I do want to put in a new governor in Syria, and we're going to need a commander here, but this needs a governorship, right? So I want to put in somebody with high marshal here. And I'm going to put in this guy. So he is brought in specifically for the purpose of being a war leader. Okay, our mercs are still on the way down, and we've got this turned around even without the mercs. So this seems good. We're going to fight them here with only 6k, and that seems absolutely fine. Again, they don't have the troops to do this. So their max morale is 3.65, and ours is 3.65. Okay. But yeah, they don't have the troops to do it, and we will kick them right on out of here. So that looks good. This is still occupied by us somehow, but okay, whatever. So we're going to cap this back. I want these mercs to come in to here now. So they're on their way down. They're still regenerating morale, and that's understood. They will arrive eventually. So we're going to take this back, and I want to start up a siege up here, but I don't want to have all that many forces involved in it. So I'd like to have these guys come over, and we're going to see what we actually need to get this siege done. So what is the actual number of forces that we need for this? We see they're coming up over here, and they have 500 here. Okay, so let's send in the levy of Canaan, or the levy of Canaan is actually going to head down here. Let's send in the levy of Lower Egypt and the levy of Arabia as well, with the levy of Canaan heading down this way. And the mercs are coming in as well. Okay. So they are now looking to attack us here. We're to bring in our levy of Canaan. And we're also bringing in the mercs here. I don't think they actually want this. Like, this is a bad idea for them, I feel like. But we're doing poorly in this game. Or not this game. We're doing poorly in this battle. So our combat width is 20. That's understood. This guy here has 11 martial compared to our 9. That is a big part of this. Why is it showing us the same amount of morale every time? It feels like it shouldn't be, but whatever. We're going to bring in our mercs, and that will definitely win this battle for us. So that'll be okay. And there's the mercs. They don't have the forces to deal with this. So they retreat, and I'm going to send the mercs down over here, while the levy of Canaan comes down over here. And the rest of our forces are going to work on taking this territory. Okay, we're going to be doing most offensive operations with these mercenaries for right now. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to head in and get this war score turned right on around. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri 8, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.